And we're back. This is the next part of swatching my favorites. So I think this would be part 8. I did 3, 3, did 1 already. So yeah, this is part 8. This one is called Amethyst Witch, and it's by MBA Cosmetics. Look at that. This is seriously such a beautiful color. Honestly, I feel like this should be in one of my other palettes that I use more frequently, because this is gorgeous. This one is called Feeling Witchy, also by MBA. MBA has really good stuff, you guys. MBA, Terra Moons, Divina. Who's the other one? This one's Starfire by Divina. Look at that. Look at how gorgeous those colors are. I gotta do something with these 3, maybe tomorrow. This one is called Dark Energy. This one I gotta be careful with because it was one of the broken ones. Unfortunately, this one has been discontinued. I was so sad when I learned that I couldn't get it again. It's so pretty. This one is called Pandora by Terra Moons. This one has a bigger particle size. Look at that color shift. This one's called Sea of Stars. Isn't that gorgeous? Anyway, so I was talking about my work history and how, like, I hadn't intended on my career to be caregiving, but that just kind of became who I am. I actually feel like I would really love to work in hospice because I've learned a lot of people struggle a lot through grief, and of course I have too, and now I understand it. And I've worked in end-of-life care before, and I just feel like if I could get a job working in hospice, I think that would be very rewarding to help the families through something so heavy. This is Planet 9. In the way that, you know, people helped me through it. When Tilk was born, we knew that he wasn't gonna make it to adulthood. When he was officially diagnosed, this one's called Martian. When he was officially diagnosed, it confirmed what the doctors had already been saying, that his condition would eventually be life-ending. And it was so devastating. So I started studying grief because I knew it was coming. I started sort of a ministry, if you will. The special needs community, there's so much death, there's so much sorrow, and I saw all these parents that were hurting and grieving, having to say goodbye to their children. And I'm an artist, so I started painting portraits for these families. I would contact them and say, hey, or if they were already friends of mine, I would say, hey, I want to do this thing for you. I want to paint pictures of your child, no cost to you whatsoever. Is that okay? And they would send me some of their favorite pictures for me to draw from, and I would paint portraits for them. I would, this one's called Witch's Kiss. Sorry, I keep distracting myself. There was many times that I would stay on the phone with grieving parents, and every time one of my friends lost their child or referred another family to me, I kept thinking, someday I'm going to have to say goodbye to my boy too. All of those families came back to hold me together. And the way that they came around me while I was grieving, while I am grieving, These people mean the world to me. And now we're all, going through it together. I want to work in hospice in some way because that is a field that hardly anybody wants to do, and it's something that's so badly needed. Not just taking care of the dying, but taking care of the families that are grieving. That's what I want to do. I want to take care of the families that are grieving. Because the people that were there for me during my time of grief, they kept me alive, really. And I want to give back. Like, losing a child is the absolute worst thing. I'm having a hard time holding myself together right now, you guys. It's the absolute worst thing that anybody can go through. Absolute, hands down, it's the worst. And nobody should have to go through it alone. Anyway, I get seriously off track there. This one's called Squad Goals by MBA. I know, I'm doing makeup here and just like talking about really, really heavy stuff. Makeup helped me cope with the loss. This one's called Meaning. I feel like I just trauma dumped on all of you guys, so sorry about that if you weren't prepared for that. This one's called Here for the Booze. Isn't that pretty? Look how pretty that is. That one is also by MBA. This one is called Wishful Thinking. I'm really glad to be back into caregiving, honestly. I really enjoyed my time working at the restaurant when I was making pies with my oldest. And I really enjoyed my time at the pizza place. But caregiving is really where my heart is. This one's called Celestia by Divina. This one's called Bugs and Kisses. Look at that. Right at this moment, we are just, 2.5 days from when I pick up Robbie from the airport. This is called Apparition, and it's by MBA. Look at how beautiful these colors are, you guys. Now let's clean it all up. It does stain a little bit. Some of these definitely stain. They stain more if they're on my eyes all day. But cleans up pretty good. And now I'm going to stop this video here and try not to trauma dump on you all tomorrow on the next video. And we'll finish this palette up in the next one. See you soon.